So Shedeur Sanders is getting the full-on starting quarterback treatment, as in full week of practice, as in all the reps, as in media availabilities.
Not from you, but all your supporters out there say that Kevin Stefanski was sabotaging you.
Shedeur Sanders' recent interaction with the Cleveland media, as discussed by Rich Eisen, has been highlighted as an impressive display of composure and maturity. Instead of reacting dramatically or getting flustered by pointed questions, he addressed everything with calm confidence, giving straightforward and thoughtful responses that you wouldn't typically expect from a rookie quarterback. Eisen emphasizes that Shedeur is now being treated like a true starting quarterback, receiving full responsibility, attention, and pressure, yet handling it with a level of poise that surpasses even veterans. While local reporters attempted to stir controversy or push difficult narratives, he remained steady, honest, and unbothered, something Cleveland fans aren't used to seeing from their previous quarterbacks. The moment that drew the most attention came when a reporter mentioned fans claiming Kevin Stefanski was undermining him, rather than stumbling. Shedeur responded with clarity and self-assurance, demonstrating that he understands the media's tendency to chase drama, particularly in Cleveland. His answer didn't come off as disrespectful, but as awareness and maturity, arguably more composed than the coaching decisions seen in recent seasons. Eisen noted that it's hard not to admire him, not only for his talent but for the way he carries himself. Even when questioned again about his dynamic with Stefanski, he refused to be drawn into negativity, showing that he recognizes deeper issues within the organization, such as inconsistent coaching and constant outside noise. Throughout it all, Shedeur appears focused, controlled, and unaffected by the chaos that usually surrounds the team.
Let's ascribe everything to this kid that's negative, if that's what we wish to do, and let's ascribe everything positive in him, which we wish to do. And I always tend towards the glass being half full, unless Jim Gaffigan's here with bourbon. In all seriousness, I mean, great answer. What's he going to say? Yeah, he's the coach. I'm the quarterback. He's helping me out here. Oh, yeah, no, I wasn't taking, scout team reps when I thought I deserved it. Remember when I was miming to y'all? You're all thinking I have no chance to be a starting quarterback in this league? Well, is that what he should say? I mean, what do you want him to say?
They want something to get him caught.
Rich points out very clearly that people will twist anything about Shedeur depending on whatever narrative they want to push. If someone is determined to criticize him, they'll turn even the smallest detail into a flaw, and if they want to praise him, they'll treat every good moment as proof that he's the long-term answer. The reality, however, is straightforward. Shedeur is responding to questions exactly how a genuine leader should. He's not going to stand in front of reporters and blame his coach, nor is he going to revisit earlier situations where Stefanski had him running scout team reps or treating him like a secondary option. He understands how the media operates and refuses to hand them the provocative headline they're clearly fishing for. That's the point Rich is emphasizing. The Cleveland media is waiting for Shedeur to make a mistake, hoping for a single comment they can twist into controversy, something that suggests frustration or conflict with Stefanski. Instead, he gives them nothing but composed, measured responses. He never disrespects the coach, even though earlier in the season Stefanski didn't exactly show much belief in him and the staff only began treating him like a proper starter when circumstances forced their hand. Still, Shedeur doesn't mention any of that. He keeps his attention on what's ahead rather than what's behind, which only frustrates those trying to provoke him. Rich recognizes it perfectly. Shedeur is too calm and self-assured to fall for shallow tactics. While reporters attempt to corner him and Stefanski tries to present everything as if it was part of the plan all along, Shedeur remains steady and confident, showing a level of maturity that surpasses the system around him. It's why fans are beginning to trust him more than the coaching staff. He isn't just navigating Cleveland, he's outsmarting them.
For supporters, it's interesting you said your supporters, because that does imply like he is. I thought that was an excellent answer of Shedeur, because if you are implying that he's pulling any strings and the Sanders family's like telling Cam, go on the air and
right,
say
exactly.
It's being sabotaged. You know, all this stuff. Deion's supposed to be a helicopter dad, and he's supposed to be screwing everything up, and there's supposed to be reality show cameras there, And he's also not only supposed to be a helicopter dad, he's supposed to be all over the place to create an atmosphere that the coach is in a hot seat. Guess what? Stefanski is on the hot seat all by himself based on the circumstances around everything, even though I don't think he deserves it. I think, if I'm him and he doesn't want to be there anymore, the one thing I'd say, steer me towards New York. Get me towards the Giants, where they're not going to fire me, and I've got Jackson Dart, and I've got a whole bunch of people.
Rich points out very clearly that people will twist anything about Shedeur depending on whatever narrative they want to push. If someone is determined to criticize him, they'll turn even the smallest detail into a flaw, and if they want to praise him, they'll treat every good moment as proof that he's the long-term answer. The reality, however, is straightforward. Shedeur is responding to questions exactly how a genuine leader should. He's not going to stand in front of reporters and blame his coach, nor is he going to revisit earlier situations where Stefanski had him running scout team reps or treating him like a secondary option. He understands how the media operates and refuses to hand them the provocative headline they're clearly fishing for. That's the point Rich is emphasizing. The Cleveland media is waiting for Shedeur to make a mistake, hoping for a single comment they can twist into controversy, something that suggests frustration or conflict with Stefanski. Instead, he gives them nothing but composed, measured responses. He never disrespects the coach, even though earlier in the season Stefanski didn't exactly show much belief in him and the staff only began treating him like a proper starter when circumstances forced their hand. Still, Shedeur doesn't mention any of that. He keeps his attention on what's ahead rather than what's behind, which only frustrates those trying to provoke him. Rich recognizes it perfectly. Shedeur is too calm and self-assured to fall for shallow tactics. While reporters attempt to corner him and Stefanski tries to present everything as if it was part of the plan all along, Shedeur remains steady and confident, showing a level of maturity that surpasses the system around him. It's why fans are beginning to trust him more than the coaching staff. He isn't just navigating Cleveland, he's outsmarting it.
The field, down by the goal line, let's just watch him play a few games and then assess him as a football player. I don't know why we have to be so weird.
Well, I mean, again, because this is his last name. Let's be honest here. He's a famous kid. And in college, coached by his dad, a lot of people thought he was being coddled by, and in the NFL without his dad, he would not be able to stand on his own 2 feet.
And maybe that's true, but let's just give him the chance to either stand or fail.
It's difficult to ignore the hesitation that surrounded Shedeur from the very beginning, as even when he showed moments of real promise, the coaching staff still pulled him off the field in key situations, such as near the goal line, as though they didn't fully trust him. The question is why the Browns coaches keep second-guessing a young quarterback who's clearly eager to prove himself. From the start, Shedeur wasn't judged solely on his ability but on his surname, with many assuming he was only in the position because of his father, and that without those family ties he wouldn't last in the NFL. Yet isn't it a coach's responsibility to give every player a fair chance, regardless of background? Instead, Stefanski and the Browns treated him more like a delicate project than a competitor ready to battle for his role. How long can Stefanski rely on excuses rather than allowing Shedeur to earn his place? If people believe Shedeur is helpless without his father, why did the coaching staff refuse to give him full reps and full trust at crucial moments? Why remove him from plays that could have demonstrated his ability under pressure, which is the very essence of the sport? And if Stefanski truly felt Shedeur wasn't ready, did he ever genuinely try to develop him, or was he simply avoiding risk to protect his own position? Now that Shedeur finally has the opportunity he should have had from the start, Stefanski acts as though granting him that chance is some generous gesture rather than the obvious decision. The Browns owe Shedeur more than doubt. They owe him genuine respect and a fair opportunity. If he struggles, that will reflect on a coaching staff that failed to trust him early enough, and if he succeeds, it will be because he proved every critic wrong. The real question now is whether Stefanski will finally support his quarterback or continue holding him back.
She's not the only person who is now suddenly taking an interest in Browns games, which, by the way, for a 3-8 team, and I'm in charge of the organization, I'm putting somebody out there who's bringing in, making the tent larger.
I made sure on my multi-view the Browns was up last week. I'm going to do it again this week.
What do you mean?
So are a lot of other people.
Your multi-view, it's not Ashton's?
Well, I mean, I had my iPad. You understand? Because he had the big TV.
Oh, he can't. Oh, the Bears have got to be on the main screen, huh?
Yeah, but the Browns
With the
were
sound
the
on.
second hour game.
Okay, very good. That's true. There.
It's becoming clear that even with the Browns struggling, people are starting to pay attention again, largely because of what Shedeur brings to the field, as Rich notes how the team is drawing in viewers who wouldn't normally bother with a side that's been losing. That's significant, because when your quarterback creates genuine excitement, even skeptical fans and casual observers begin tuning in. Shedeur isn't just playing football, he's giving the Browns relevance, offering supporters a reason to watch despite the record, which is a meaningful shift for a team that hasn't had much to celebrate. This moment also highlights the contrast between outdated attitudes and the fresh energy he represents. While some continue focusing on the losses and overlook the talent emerging on the field, Shedeur is subtly changing the narrative. The jokes about the multi-view setup where the Browns don't get the main screen show how much the team's reputation has dipped, yet with Shedeur at the helm, there's a chance to reverse that perception. The Browns may be low in the standings, but their quarterback is putting them back in the spotlight, which is exactly what the organization needs. If the franchise truly wants to broaden its appeal, it must fully support the player who is drawing in fans. If you're enjoying the way Shedeur is shifting the energy in Cleveland, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more straightforward breakdowns. Let us know what you think could help turn the Browns season around and bring real hope back to the city.